Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc is the ultimate summer fragrance, but so is Soleil Neige, and not a lot of people talk about it, but we are. Come back, we're going to review it and discuss why this is such an underrated summer fragrance. But you got to come back. Come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Smell Good with Jenna. I'm, of course, Jenna. You know what you got to do. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, the whole nine, and let's get right into it. So I actually recorded this video like back in March, I think, because I kept saying that this fragrance I thought was really, really good for that transitional period from winter to spring. So there's still that cool weather going on, but it's not too heavy. But then I actually wound up picking this up on a day where it was like in the 70s to 80s, I believe it was. And I'm like, wow, this smells really, really good in the warmer weather. And it also gives me beach vibes. Kind of similar to Soleil Blanc, but they're two different fragrances. Even though they have the whole Soleil thing, and I guess it's part of that particular line, they're two different fragrances. And I think this absolutely does well in the warmer weather. Funny enough, I decided to make this purchase once after smelling this when it was like 90 degrees out. So we're gonna get into the notes and discuss it a little bit more in depth and why I think you should definitely check this out for the warmer weather. So on Tom Ford's website, the description says Soleil Neige mimics the serene shimmer of sun on snow and the cool reflection of solar rays that brighten with glacial light. What does that mean? Okay, you just these it's funny because the amount of stuff and scripting that goes into promoting something is just like, what are you trying to tell me? Anyway, what I get from that is, and I believe this was released during the winter time, I forget what year, but it was definitely during the winter. So I guess obviously is they're trying to say with this, it's winter or it's cold out and there's snow, but the sun is out. That's more or less what this fragrance is supposed to depict. And I get that because, as I mentioned, I found it to be a good transitional scent from the winter to spring. But I truly find this works really, really well in the summertime. It just reminds me of the beach, but with like Soleil Blanc, you get that coconut suntan lotion that a lot of people don't really care for. So if that's someone like you, if you're not really into the whole suntan vibe, I would definitely recommend checking out Soleil Neige. It has that creaminess, it has that citrusness, and we'll go over the notes in a second. That just there's warmth to this, and that creaminess that Soleil Blanc has, that again I think translates well into even warmer weather as well. So some of the notes in this fragrance we have, as I mentioned, we have citrus notes of bergamot, we have carrot seeds. I really don't know what carrot seeds are supposed to smell like, but that's in the top note. And then we have in the middle white flowers, orange blossom. I don't get orange blossom, and that's one of my favorite notes. And then in the base we have benzoin and vanilla. Now, I think this fragrance, all these notes don't sound like they go together, but again, this is why perfumers are so gifted in what they do and make the big bucks, because you can put anything together and make it smell really, really good. But this is just a fresh, citrusy, creamy type of fragrance. I'll be honest, when I first smelled this fragrance, I enjoyed it, but then when I smelled it on me, I'm like, this doesn't really smell good, to the point that I had to scrub it off. I tried it again, as I mentioned, during the warmer weather, and it's really, really lingered well. I know a lot of people have an issue when it comes to Tom Ford and its projection and longevity, but I found this really long lasting on my skin, specifically in the summertime, and I fell in love with it. And it's just the obvious, right? I know I don't have to say, but there's a lot of times you have to sample fragrances because you may not get the full picture by just testing it on a test strip. You really have to test it on your skin. And for me, and all that comes into play, whether you smell it inside the store and then you step outside, all those things come into play. And that's what happened with me and Soleil Neige. sprayed it, and then once I was walking around outside in the heat, it really, really projected well. So again, it's not a safe blind buy, but it is a really good fragrance that I would definitely check out if you're not into the scent profile of Soleil Blanc. So for my layering combo that I use for this, I took the notes of the bergamot that's in the top note, and I got from Bath and Body Works white citrus, the body wash and the lotion. The notes are in here: lemon zest, sparkling grapefruit, ginger flower, freesia petals, and clean woods. I don't know if those other notes particularly match with the notes in this fragrance, but I think it pairs well together, especially that whole lemon zest and grapefruit. So that citrusness that goes on in the opening here. After that, I played on the vanilla that's in it. And as I mentioned in numerous videos, my go-to body oil is from Brown Sugar Babe. Creme de la Creme gives that creaminess, that vanilla, that sweetness that makes it just absolutely intoxicating and inviting. And then I top it off with Soleil Neige, and it's just a beautiful scent. That combo, I definitely got a compliment with that. And someone mentioned to me, this gives me summer vibes, beach vibes almost. So that's my layering combo. You know, if you guys have it, what do you pair it with? Let me know. Do I recommend this fragrance? Like I mentioned, yes. If you're the type of person that doesn't love that suntan scent profile that Soleil Blanc has, I would check this out. I know with Tom Ford fragrances, they are super expensive, specifically for a designer. $295 is a lot. But as we know, if you're here for the first time, you can go on numerous discount websites and you can get it for significantly cheaper, which is what I did. I believe I got it from Jumbo Shop. I was going to say I got it from Soleil Blanc. I got it from Jumbo Shop, and it was in the 100 price range, like 170 maybe or so. So I thought that was a good deal. So check it out if you want something a little bit different than that suntan vibe. This again, I think performs well throughout quite a few seasons, and definitely something you should check out for the summertime. And that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. You know what you have to do: like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Let me know if you smelled Soleil Neige before. Not a lot of people talk about it, so let me know. And always remember, the best compliment one can get is that you smell so good.